Hello, and welcome back to one of my Q&A vlog things. You know, the usual. The usual. Milady. Anyway, so I asked for some questions earlier today about surprisingly 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And only got a couple. But that's okay. At least I got a couple. Actually, I got more than I thought. Okay. So, I got some questions from, first off, Enderwolf does MC. He's asked me two questions. First one being, okay, so if you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? For the rest of my life, one meal. I mean, I like poutine, but I don't know if I can eat that for the rest of my life. Like, when you say for the one meal for the rest of your life, say if I wanted pizza, do I get any type of pizza, but I can only have pizza? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I'll go pizza, because you freaking all the different types of pizza you can have. But if that's not the case, whatever, I'm gonna go poutine. I'll get tired of it, but it's not the healthiest thing, actually. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I might just go pizza, I guess, because there's different. There's like Hawaiian. There's. I can't think of a bunch of pizzas right now. Cheese, pepperoni. Those are the only ones I can think of. That's embarrassing. Other than that, don't actually know, because like you'll get sick of the same food if you eat over and over. Like pizza, you'll get sick of if you eat over and over. So if you had to eat for the rest of your life, I mean, at least pizza, there's different types of pizza. So you can at least have different types every, like you get sick of one type and you just eat another type. But if it's just like, you can only have one type, then you're just going to get sick of it no matter what. So if that's the case, I'm going to get sick of poutine then. What kind of music do you listen to? I don't actually know. I listen to the most random music that I just find catchy, and it's just, I have no idea. I've listened to parodies. I've listened to more older music. I haven't actually really, I don't know what kind of music I listen to. Like, if you're asking what genre, no idea. I don't have a specific genre, I don't think. But if you're asking like what kind in general, just, I don't know, fun. I don't know. I don't really. I've thought about that before. Now I don't actually know what kind of music I listen to. It's weird. So, sorry, didn't really give you a proper answer. Don't really. I don't know. Okay, so I got two questions from Squishy. The first question being, if you could be named after a city, state, or country, which one would you want it to be? City, state, or country? City, state, or country? I don't actually know enough about the world to know all the different countries, and I don't know enough about the United States to know all the states. I barely know. I know a couple cities. I'm not very good at geography. Well, I mean, I'm better than my sister, but I mean, I don't know the names of everything. So, with a few names I do know, what would be a good thing to be named after? Ooh. Hmm. It's a tough question. Mainly because it kind of all of the things would be a weird name. If you call a kid freaking Canada, if you call a kid Arizona, that's a state. I pretty. Just Google, and this is not awkward at all. Weird country name. Let's do it. Let's search weird country names. Let's see. Let's check out some country names and see what I want to be named after. Let's check out some 20 weird country names. Let's see. Let's find a good one. Switzerland isn't that weird of a name, is it? Well, I can't even pronounce that one. I'm not even going to try. Nauru. Virgin Islands? Didn't know about that. Maybe I'll just be named after the Virgin Islands. Christmas Island, yeah, I'm gonna go Virgin Islands. I'm gonna be named after the Virgin Islands. 10 out of 10. Going for Virgin Islands. Okay. Now that we have that, that done. Yeah, I'm going Virgin Islands. Unless, does that count as a country or state or city? I'm gonna count it. I'm counting islands. I'm gonna go Virgin Islands. Or Hawaii. Hawaii is another place. Nah, I'm going to Virgin Islands. That sounds like me. Squishy also asked, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear. Oh gosh, I'm terrified of a lot of stupid things. My biggest fear. I never actually thought about this before. I don't know, I get really nervous and kind of scared whenever I have to go and talk to, like, a lot of people. But I don't, like, I can do that, so I guess that's not my biggest fear. Huh. I don't actually know all my fears, to be honest. My biggest fear. Disappointing my father. Does that count? I don't know. I don't know what my biggest fear is. Huh. I'm scared of a lot of things, but I don't know exactly what those things are. Most of the things I'm scared of are not really scary. Because I'm not actually scared of them, it's just, Now I'm contemplating life. What is fear? Oh man. What's with all the hard questions today? Come on. Go easy on me. I already forgot what the first thing I said was. Oh yeah, talking to people. Not necessarily talking to people, but like in a large crowd. I would be terrified if I say got really popular on YouTube, and then, cause you know, like people have their own little, I forget what they're called, where they go up on stage and have all their fans standing. I would be terrified. Like, I would try to do it, but I would be so scared. That's a lot of people sitting there. It's like freaking sitting there at school trying to do a little speech, but a bajillion times worse. Yeah. I don't actually know if that would be my biggest fear though. So, not sure. That would still be terrifying. Ender Gaming Plays asked one question, and that question was, have you ever been stung by a bee? A bee? No. No, I have not been stung by a bee, I'm pretty sure. I have been stung by a wasp, but not a bee. Also, I've not broken any bones, surprisingly. I mean, I've ripped off my own fingernail. I mean, now that I think about it, aren't nails technically bones? So technically I did break a bone. I ripped off my own fingernail. It was fun. It wasn't fun. I didn't feel a thing. My chest was in pain. Well, since I brought it up, I might as well tell you guys. Funny story. So, I was hanging out with some friends back at like, what, 8 years ago, give or take. It's about 8 years ago. Maybe more. Might be more. Anyway, so about 8 years ago-ish, when I was about 12, maybe 11-ish. Or maybe 13. Oh, somewhere around there. I was hanging out with 2 friends. And there was this little... So we decided to go bike riding. You know. Like friends do in the past. When, you know, people used to be active. We used to go bike riding and stuff. So we went bike riding. And one of my friends brought us to this little like hill area where the little path just went like a U. So he went down it and tried to get us to go down it. I ended up going down it. So I went down it. It was pretty fun. My other friend, though, he wouldn't go down it because he was too scared, which is surprising because usually I'm the scared one. Anyway, so he wouldn't go down it. So we found like another hill, just a hill just went, you know, casually down. And we said we'd go down that first. And I went down it first. It wasn't a very safe hill. It was very, very, very rocky. Very rocky. And I lost control of the bike. And for the stupidest reason, I'm just like, oh no, I'm losing control. Let go of the handlebars. That's safe. So I let go of the handlebars and slammed into a oh, I forget what it's called. A pole. A freaking, like, random pole that was, for some reason, just in the middle of a little field type thing. At the bottom of a hill. No idea why I was there. But I slammed into the pole. My freaking chest just, like, slammed into the pole. And I'm, like, getting up, like, oh. And then I look at my finger, and my fingernail is just hanging there. And I just pulled it off. And didn't feel a thing because my chest was in so much pain. I didn't feel a thing. So I went to like a little water that was like mostly frozen, and I just stuck my finger in there to let the blood flow. And the bike kind of broke a bit. It wasn't like major. The handlebar was bent a bit, but I couldn't ride it because I was pain. So I ended up sitting there with my finger in my shirt like this. I was just sitting there, and my shirt was like a gray or. Like, it was a light shirt. It was covered in blood. Because, you know, when blood comes out your finger and you cover it with a shirt, usually it gets covered in blood. And, so there's these people driving by and ended up, you know, being like, oh crap, that kid's bleeding. So they ended up bringing me back. That's my story of me ripping off my fingernail. I got stitches. That was the first time I got stitches. And the only time I got stitches, I think. Fun story. You know what? I'm going to ask you guys if... So leave in the comments. I would like you to leave in the comments. And next week I'll read them, as well as read the questions you guys ask. But leave in the comments if you've had... Like, what's the worst kind of accident you've had? Like... What's the, like, with friends? What's the worst kind of accident you've had with friends? Let's say. And, like, I would like if you guys left those in the comments so I can read them next week. And that'd be pretty cool to see what you guys have done. And then also, next week I'll ask also for some questions. And it'll be great. But, yeah, it's longer than my usual little videos. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. So, leave a like, subscribe, you know, the usual. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and it'll be great.